Welcome to season 2 of Self-Love in Love. My name is Ritu Walia. I'm a self-love coach and the founder of the School of Zero. In season 2, we're going to take a deeper dive into romance, passion, what makes relationships stronger, what causes problems between relationships and partnerships. In the first episode, my main goal is to stick to one topic, which is the most significant topic that can lay the foundation of every relationship and make it either stronger or weaker. It can make or break any relationship, and that one word is communication. When I coach couples as a self-love coach, I know I get asked a lot, how can a self-love coach help couples? When I coach couples, I work with each individual separately on their self-growth, help them rediscover their own individual identity, and then bring them together as a couple and rediscover their relationship as a unit. I have put together a formula keeping the global 6 basic communication styles together to help individuals understand their own communication style and understand their partner's communication style so that they can help each other understand and communicate with each other much better. Let's dive into the 6 basic communication styles, beginning with assertive. Assertive communication style is where you're able to speak respectfully and confidently, express your needs, your desires, your expectations and or suggestions confidently and respectfully, however, also keeping your partner's perspective in mind. Second communication style being aggressive. Aggressive communication style is where you forcefully express your needs and or desires without regard of your partner's expectations and or perspective. It can often come across as dominating or intimidating. Third communication style being passive. Passive individuals are usually silent because they want to avoid any sort of conflict. So in the avoidance of conflict, they suppress their own emotions and go quiet and are hesitant to express their own needs and or suggestions or opinions or even feelings. Fourth style being passive aggressive. It's got the elements of both, passive and aggressive. However, in this communication style, it involves you to express your negative feelings in a more subtle way. For example, you'll either use sarcasm or backhanded comments or compliments to express your negative thoughts and or feelings, or some other passive means to express your negative thoughts. Fifth style is collaborative style. As a self-love coach, I work on individuals before I bring them back together as a couple. I help them build a collaborative style where individually they have been trained and coached to assertively express their feelings, be it negative and or positive. When they come together in the collaborative communication style, they have already learned how to have an open dialogue and meet on a common ground, making sure that the communication is beneficial for both individuals. In this communication style, you practice active listening, empathy, understanding, and respect towards each other. Sixth style is diplomatic style. It involves tact and sensitivity, especially when addressing controversial and or sensitive topics. It aims to maintain positive relationship and diffuse any potential conflict. Of course, different communication styles do impact the foundation of any relationship. It can either make or break the relationship. Most of the times, even if individuals have the similar communication style, the tone and or the pitch can make a huge difference. Let's say, for example, an individual is a passive communicator and the partner is an assertive communicator. The passive communicator is going to suppress their feelings and or expectations and needs, whereas the assertive communicator is comfortable and confident in expressing his or her feelings. Over a period of time, the passive individual is going to feel left out in the relationship, and the whole suppressed emotions and experiences that have built up inside the system can explode into breakup or a divorce in the future. And or it can also lead to the passive partner falling sick or going down a never-ending hole because they're unable to express their feelings and or expectations in the relationship. So it can definitely impact the mental, emotional, and physical health of the passive partner, which can sometimes also come across as to the assertive partner as the passive partner losing interest in the relationship and or the marriage, which can lead to the assertive partner to either have an extramarital affair outside or also start falling apart from the relationship, and the assertive partner could make the decision of having a breakup or going for a breakup and or a divorce. Now, let's bring this same couple down to Rita for SelfLove Coaching, where I individually work with the passive partner and coach the passive partner on becoming more expressive and assertive about their own feelings and expectations in the relationship. And when I work with the assertive partner, I teach the assertive partner active listening, compassion, patience, and empathy, so that the assertive partner can actively listen and be patient while the passive partner is being coached individually. And when they both come together, they come down to the collaborative communication style, where they both are aware of their own individual communication style of each other, and then they work on coming on a common ground where they can understand each other, have a healthy communication, and rebuild the foundation of the relationship. Yes, of course. The first one being write down everything you're feeling, every experience that you experienced. Write it down the way you will say it to your partner, and then read it out loud. Now, of course, all this is going to be happening in the absence of your partner. I make them write it down and read it out loud so that they can hear it individually. How does it sound, and how would it feel if the same words were spoken to them? So it's important that before you go into a talk with your partner, you write down everything, how you're feeling, all your thoughts, and then read it out loud. I also recommend read it out in front of the mirror and actively listen. How would it feel if you were the one listening to these words and these words were directed towards you? So that is first practical tip for effective communication. Second practical tip is the most fun practical tip, and it's highly effective too. Practice silence one entire day in the presence of your partner. So say if you're out on a trip or you are at home, practice silence towards each other and as an individual. If you have kids at home and they're really young to understand this exercise, then it might not be practically possible to do this tip. So go back to the tip 1. However, if you're just the two of you and you don't have kids around or a third person around in the house or at vacation, practice silence for 24 hours individually and between each other. So that when I say individually, you're not talking to anybody besides your partner either. So practice silence for 24 hours with a journal, always by your side, making notes. All those behavioral patterns and traits that you had not noticed of your partner, their nonverbal behavior. What kind of sounds do they make when they're upset or they're tired? Observe everything of your partner in silence and make notes about your observations about your partner in silent 24 hours. Third tip is a highly mindful tip that should be practiced on a regular basis throughout your partnership with your partner, which is gratitude and appreciation. You appreciate your partner for every little thing that they do. You appreciate their company. Say, for example, you had breakfast together. You say, I'm grateful for your company and I'm so appreciative of your presence in my life, and I'm grateful to have enjoyed this breakfast with you. It's a great start to the morning where you feel appreciated and you make your partner feel appreciated as well. You must never underestimate the power of thank you and sorry. Whenever needed, you must express thank you and or sorry. I am so glad to have spent this time with you in this video. I hope this video helped you receive guidance and insight into how communication can be the key make or break of the foundation of any relationship. I hope you follow the practical tips, and I wish you a lot of self-love in love and a great, romantic, passionate, and alive relationship forever and ever. Lots of love.